Okay, guys, we have got us a new Phantom 85. It has been nothing but a headache ever since I pulled it out of the box. But it's running. It's finally tuned. I put it on the Neluso frame because it's the strongest one I had. That's the only thing that I had that would actually be able to handle all the torque that motor once it gets broke in. I had a nightmare. Speaking of being broke in, I was taking it down the road, maybe an eighth for throttle, taking it down the road going to the lake, which is 2.5 miles from here. I figured just a quick run there and back would be, a break-in ride, come back and let it cool, let it heat cycle, and I've already heat cycled it 3 times. So if I have enough daylight out left tonight, I'll do it again, and then I'll cycle it tomorrow if it doesn't rain. It's supposed to rain the next 2 days, and then be nice Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and be almost 90 degrees. So we're gonna definitely get some in-town footage. I went ahead. I know it was just a motor swap, but I like these grips, so I put these grips on here. They're actually more comfortable than the plastic ones. These are more like a rubber, and they're soft, and seem to have better traction than those cheap ones that come in the China doll kits. That's all I had on there because I've never upgraded my handlebar grips before. I started to, but I just didn't know. And I put the new tank on there. The other one that I had, the petcock was leaking in it, but it was leaking up in here where the weld is. So good thing I had this tank come in. I put the new tank on there, and I've done nothing but fight that carburetor since. And it's the Bofang. It's the one that takes the Predator 212 jets. I don't have any jets for it, and I use the one specifically with the case because I have another one for the YD100, but I've got one of those high performance carburetors on it, so I didn't use it. And guys, believe this when I tell you, use the carburetor that comes with the kit, because I didn't tried putting on my high performance carburetor to begin with, and I was just running super lean. Didn't want to fool with changing jets and all that crap, so I went back to the box and I grabbed the Bofang out of this kit and threw it on there, and moved the clip, the second one from the top, and it was just running way too lean. And that goes back to my little nightmare scenario on the way up to the lake. I had a soft seizure. I didn't even get to the lake because it was running so lean, and that was my fault because I didn't have the cap screwed down. And this nut here, I know it looks all wonky, but these studs are extra long or something, so I've had to see how I've had to compensate. I'm gonna fix all that and put M8 bolts on all the way around. And just not even mess with it. But anyways, yeah. So that came loose. It had the jug was about to rattle off of there. I mean, and I had torqued it down. I put 14 pound-feet on there with 2 lock washers and thread lock, and it still backed off. This crank is not balanced at all. I mean, it vibrates hard once you hit about 5 or 6 grand. And then of course I didn't tighten this cap down all the way. It was not on there right, so I was starving it for fuel, and unbelievably I didn't kill my motor, so thank God. That'll never happen again. I won't make those rookie mistakes. See, because I'm used to those HP carburetors, because you don't have to mess with the needle and all that crap in there. You just, you can jet it, and all you got to do is loosen it up, spin it to the side, and pop the jet in and out of the bottom. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And so, but this one here, these Phantom 85s, they like juice. They do not like to run lean. So, that is a 75 or 76 jet that's in there for the Predator. And I have the clip set at the second from the bottom, almost the richest, next to the richest setting on it, and it finally it's running right. So let's just hope and pray that. And first time I've ever had to do this too. I had to put this stupid mount on here in order to get that muffler to fit, because when I had it on the frame, it was nice and snug, and it was dropped down. It was actually lower. It was sitting, I had plenty of clearance on the chain. And couldn't get the muffler on there. So I had to put the plate on just to get the muffler on. Yay, and I've never used the plate. Don't like them. They're hideous in my opinion, so. But it works. I'm gonna double lock them. I gotta go to the hardware store and get me some more some more M8 nuts. I ran out using them on this motor, so we'll definitely we're on a new endeavor, guys. And I've also got a MS460 jug ordered. I found one of them for 36 bucks with the piston, the bearing, and all that good stuff. So we're gonna build one of those. I've got a YD100 bottom in there, and I've got some 15 millimeter bearings in the house too. So yeah, I built this in my living room this morning. I had to go to Springdale because it's sat in Oklahoma City for 3 days, and I called them and I was like, look, man, that's only an hour and a half for me. Can I come pick it up? They're like, no, you can't. I'm like, can I pay upcharge to get it overnighted to me? No, you can't. So reminder, when you're dealing with bicycleengines.com, or the seller of this, they're very, I paid for the upship. I paid the extra 38 bucks to have it here in 3 days. Three days ground is when it was supposed to be here, and it took 6. So I wasn't happy about that. You spend money for a reason, and when you don't get what you pay for, you get kind of upset. So anyway, more to come, guys. I hope everybody's doing well, and glad to see you. We're gonna do some trial runs on this and get some data between it, and I'm breaking in a YD100 too. The jug that I'd messed up. I put that new jug on it, and it's had about as much runtime as this Phantom 85. So between the two of them, well, we know which ones. I've already looked at the port timing on this, and the port mapping, on this jug, and there's no way that YD100 is gonna outrun this. There's just no way. Without modification. You can throw a pipe on it, but you can do the same to this. I found some flanges, because I've got a pipe in mind, and I found some flanges that are 38 bucks, and they're adapted for this motor. And then you can put like a KZ250 pipe on it, which that's exactly what I'm gonna get, either a 125 or a 250, and throw on here, and we'll see if that wakes it up. But yeah, it did okay. It got up the hill, even though it was lean as crap. I haven't taken it back because my backup ride's not here. they're indisposed at the moment, so I don't want to take a chance and go to the lake and get stranded and end up having to push this back or walk or pedal, because there's a bunch of hills between here and there. But yeah, it got up to 30 at no problem. I climbed that my big hill, the one that I filmed a gazillion times. I crawled up it at 26 miles an hour, running that lean. And yes, I mean, if that says anything, it's like night and day, guys. And this is the, see down there, the version 2. She said it was a Gen 3 when I called her, but I meant to do a video on assembling it, but I was just really super stressed out. I already had to deal with people in UPS and people on the phone, customer service, and they'll just wear you out. So I wanted to go ahead and get it built and get it in here. And there is a little bit of what I'm gonna call slag inside of the runners, inside the intake runner and the exhaust runner, the ports, just a little bit. So it was minuscule. I cleaned them up real good, roughed up the intake and polished the exhaust, and that's all I've done to it. I haven't changed anything. Don't want to. I want to see how it runs stock, other than porting it out and cleaning it up a little bit. I'm not going to have that crap fall apart in my engine and screw it up, because I bought this before the price just went up. And I mean, I bought it like 2 days later or the next day or something crazy like that. It had already added $50 to it because I got mine off the Jungle site, third party. It was actually cheaper. It was on sale on the Jungle site versus their website. It was $2.99 on their website, and it was $2.69 on the Jungle site. Now they're $3.19. They're $320. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this. I just wanted to show everybody what we got now. So we're gonna run this and see what kind of data we can get out of it. I'm gonna get her broke in real nice first. The break-in on this, they want it heavily saturated with oil, and I don't blame them. I looked at the internals, and they must have had one of my seals put in kind of wonky. I didn't see any broken rubber or any abuse from installation when I checked the seals, because I pulled the magnet off and pulled the magneto off and did all that. And the bevel gear as well, which it's kind of loose. The nut is tight, but the bevel gear's kind of floating on there a little bit, maybe half a millimeter. I don't think it's enough to bug about right now, but definitely something we'll have to address in the future. Greased everything up. The typical what's for, and of course you have to assemble everything, which is a very good thing, because it's better to have it apart when you get it, because pulling the jug when you first get that motor, you risk the chance, you run the risk